Morning students. In class 7th, today we are going to have our third part of chapter number 5, Agriculture, Industries and Transportation. Last time we have learned about the agriculture of our country, that 70% of the people are engaged in agriculture. Other than that, we also talk about different crops, that is normal crops, dry farming and others. So in that we have seen about different crops like wheat, then paddy, then jute, and also we have learned about the plantation, okay, then the about tea and coffee also, where they are growing, in which climate is more favorable for growing tea and coffee. So last time we have talked about different things, and then after that we have also learned about irrigation. So in irrigation also we learn about the system by doing this irrigation, or by having the facility for getting water in the agricultural field, irrigation is necessary, okay, and because of it we can increase our agricultural production more and more. That is only because of irrigation system. So why is it like this? Because see, actually we are having mainly 3 seasons, that is summer, winter and monsoon. Mostly farmers are dependent on monsoon, okay, that is rainfall. But what about the other 2 seasons, okay, what about the other days or the months? So during that time the water of river or the canals or the wells are useful for farming, okay. If we have to do more and more production, then it is necessary to have a irrigation system. So that is only done by the river, canals, etc. Okay. So now here that all these things we have learned in last lecture, and as today in our third part we are going to see about the industries. But before that also we will like to talk about the the production of agricultural production. We have seen in our map also that we have seen about different jute, then we have seen about the crops and corn, and production of different cotton, okay. These all are having their production in different area. We have seen it by the map, okay, with the help of the map. So here we have seen that different climate is suitable for having different crops. Other than that, in our last lecture also we have learned about different rivers and dams, okay. So that also we have learned yesterday, and here we have seen that wherever the red rectangular shape drawing is there, okay, of red color, so that you can see that all are the dams, okay. So from the river many dams are also made, okay. So this is the thing what we have learned in our last lecture. Now we are going to have here also we see this, the length of Indira Canal is 9,425 kilometers. It is the longest canal project of the world. It is because of this canal that the barren land of Rajasthan has become fertile for farming. So, Indira Canal, okay, the Indira Canal, last year also we talk about the Indira Canal, okay, actually that Rajasthan is a hot climate place, okay, and it is a desert area, okay, so I think so there is a less possibility of irrigation, or means less possibility of agricultural product or the farming, okay. But here, as we all know that there Indira Gandhi canal is made, okay, from the river, and because of that canal nowadays you can see that irrigation is possible in Rajasthan also, okay. Some of the place of Rajasthan where the canal is used, that area is suitable for farming, okay. So that it is possible only and only because of the irrigation facility. And it is written here, the length of Indira Canal is 9,425 kilometers. So see how long Indira Canal is. It is approximately 9,425 kilometers. So how long? It is the longest canal project of the world, and it is very long, as it is the longest project of the world. See, it is the very big project, okay. It is because of this canal the barren land of Rajasthan has become fertile of the farming. So as we see that wherever this canal is used, okay, that area is became fertile. See, actually we already talked before that Rajasthan is a desert area, okay. But after using this canal, okay, the water of canal, the barren land, that is the desert area, means that desert land became little bit fertile, okay, and we can grow the crops over there, okay. So this is the speciality of canals, and this is the process which we can do, and we can improve our agricultural system. So now we are going to learn about the industries. Industries are classified into three types on the basis of investment, number of employees, and quantity of production. So here, as we are talking about industry, so in our this civics part, we already learn about the consumer market, and in that also I have discussed with you about the different things, how to start a company, okay, or the industry. They have to take a permission with the government, okay. And as the government is giving the permission, then there are so many, we can say the rules are there of the government. Then only you can make a industry or a company, okay, and then only it is certified by the government. So here we will learn about different industries, that is it is mainly classified into three types, okay, on the basis of investment, number of employees, and quantity of the production. So here 3 points are there which we are going to discuss, okay. The first point is basic of the investment. So you know that it is very necessary to have the investment for it, because it is having so much planning. If you have to make a company, if you have to make a industry, then you have to plan a lot, okay. And how you can plan that? It is very easy, because no, actually you first thing what you need is that the money. Okay, here it is written the basic of the investment. First of all, you should have the money in your hand. Then that is also known as capital also you should need. Okay, and here as you are having the money for starting a business, then afterwards you have to start the process of making a industry. But before that you have to take the permission of the government, okay. And as per the government is giving the permission, after every following each and every rules, then only you are going to start your industry. And it is a very long process, okay. It takes time. I think so 1 or 2 months it takes, because there are so many documents, okay, to make for it. After that, a number of employees. Okay, if you are getting the permission, then are you going, means as you are going to start a industry, then you should need the employees. Okay, actually you got the permission for starting the industry. So what you have done, actually you are having the capital in your account. Okay, the total, I think so, 5 to 10 lakh rupees minimum you should have in your account. And you should have a proper place. Okay, you should also have to follow the rules and regulation. It should not disturb the other people staying near to you. Okay, and the other thing, as you have made the industry, then you should also purchase all the materials of the company, the machinery parts. Okay, for the company which you are going to have. Okay, what company you are going to start, it is also a great question. So after completing all the things, now you are ready to start a company. But the first thing, after making all the procedure and after making a company, the first thing you should need is the employees who are working in a company. So because for that you can make a ad. Okay, you can give the ad also, and in that you should give the advertisement. Okay, by a TV or whatever it may be. Okay, or a pamphlets or whatever. Then you are getting the employees over there. You have to make a process of interviews, and you have to select the person for your who is more suitable for your company. Okay, and then you have to run the company. So this is the number of employments. Okay, employees for the employment. And quality of the production, now it is also the main question. If you are going to start a company, okay, then what are the things that are more needed or more beneficial for you? The best thing is, if your product is good, having a quality, then only it is having the chances to sell or to sold. Okay, so here the quality is also very much necessary, because if you are making a business and the quality is very poor, then what will just think about your business. Okay, nobody will purchase it, because the customer, what is the demand of the customer? They want a good product, a qualitative product. And if you are giving the qualitative product, then your business may be high. Okay, or it may be increased. So here the quality of the production is very much necessary. So now, as the process we have seen here, that you have taken a you have make a industry, you have made the employees over there, and after that you have the production also. For the production, the better quality of materials you are having, that is the resources. Okay, then you are having different resources in your industry, and then you are going to start a industry, and the employees are making the resources into complete product or the finished good. Okay, now so let us start our industries part. Okay, the first here is cottage industry. Now already you have got the idea about the industry. Now it is easy for you to understand what is cottage industry and all like that other industries. Okay, so first of all we learn about the cottage industry. So cottage industry, when people make things at home in which the investment is very low, like incense, stick, papad, furniture, pickle, etc., are called cottage industry. I think so you have learned these types of industry in your last year also. Okay, so you already learn about the cottage industry. It is very small industry, and it you can, means this industry you can make at your home also, like a place you are having like just like go down. Okay, so a place which you are having just like go down, and there you can make different people over there, and you can make like a small business it is. Okay, so just like papad and furniture and pickle, or the household work, it is more preferable for the household work also. Okay, so this is the cottage industry. Have you got it? So here cottage industry, what are there? There are you can do the business of furniture, that is cottage industry. You are doing the business of pickle, or the papad or whatever it may be, the household activity you can do in that. Okay, so that is cottage industry. After that, here you are going to learn about the small scale industry. The small scale industry consists of the factory, some machinery, some workers and in which investment is more than cottage industry. So here, as we have already talked about the cottage industry, and in that you already learned that there is a less investment is needed. Okay, you can do that business, I think so, in 10 to 20,000, I think so, minimum. Okay, and after that, as we talk about the small scale industry, it is little bit costly than the cottage industry. How much money is required in cottage industry? So more than that money is required in small scale industry. So what is small scale industry? It consists of factory, some machinery, some workers, and in which investment is more than the cottage industry. In small scale industry, toys, TV, refrigerator, plastic tubs and are made. So here it is, I think so, 1 lakh or 2 lakh rupees may be needed to start this business. Okay, it is just like a small companies or the industries. Okay, there are only less number of machines are there. Okay, so that is small scale industry. And I think so less number of peoples are also there in this. I think so 15 to 20 people may be enough for having small scale industry. After that, heavy industry. So what is about the heavy industry? Heavy industries are those industries which big factory, big machinery and a large number of workers work. It requires heavy investment, so it is called the heavy industry. It includes iron and steel, motor cars, cements, etc. So here it is very easy because no, you can see that the heavy industry, the name itself, okay, the heavy, that means it is a big industry, okay, and where the lot of employments are there, means employees are working over there. Lot of employees means what? The laborers, the workers, okay. So the people, those who are working in the industry, they are the employees, okay. And the more number of employees are there in heavy industry, and also you can see the machines are also, a lot of machines are there, different departments are there, okay. It is not a small industry, it is very big because it is divided into different departments also, okay. Actually it is very easy, I means it will be more comfortable for you that if you go to visit some big heavy industry, okay. As I give you the example, in my area there is Rayon company, okay, and it is very big company, and especially two products are made over there, and one is the coal, okay, coals are made over there, and the cements, I think so, and also other than the coal, they also made the cotton materials like the clothes, okay, are made over there. Cotton clothes are made in that industry. It is, you know, that the Aditya Birla, okay, Rayon company, that is Aditya Birla, and it is very famous in our country, and their clothes are very famous, okay. It is having a qualitative products, okay. So you, that also we have seen that the company who are going to start their business, they should have their quality, and then only you can increase your price of the production, okay. If your product is having a qualitative product, then people will earn that or purchase that, okay. People will, purchase that. And actually, for example, a person, those who are a vendor, for example, a vendor is taking all the clothes and he is selling the cloth, okay, and as you are going to the shop, you can find the Raymond's clothes, and that is a qualitative cloth. So which cloth you are going to buy, okay. For example, so here most of the, that is according to the demand of the people. Actually the low class people, if we see, means we can see the less middle class people or the poor people are, surely they will buy the product by the vendor, okay. And some of the people like middle class and the high class people, okay, they will go to the shop and they will buy a qualitative product which is having a pure cotton, okay. So this depends on the quality and the demand of the customer, okay, how qualitative product he needs, okay, and according to the quality the product price is also maintained, okay. So here we were talking about the heavy industry, and we already seen that there are big machineries and large number of workers working over there. It requires heavy investment also. Yes, so I think so more than 5 to 10 lakh rupees as a capital. For the future investment also it should be held by the owner of the company. Okay, and so here we can see that it is the owner of the company has to invest lakhs of rupees. Okay, it is not easy for every people to make big industry, okay, for that a lot of money is required. So it is called heavy industry, and that is why it is called as heavy industry. It includes iron and steel, motor car, cement, etc. See, actually the big industries. So big industries are having different products, especially like iron and steel, then motor cars, cements, etc. Okay. So here now we are going to have this map over here. Okay, we will see this map, and in this map, see here there are as we have seen in the crops. Okay, actually we were discussing about the different crops, agricultural crops. Okay, and in that we have seen a map, okay, of India, and also we have seen the map of rivers and I think so the dams. Okay, and now we are going to see the map of industry. Okay, so industrial products. Okay, so here different names of industrial products are there that we can see in the chart we given here. That is cotton. Okay, see the symbol of cotton, it is written over here, and plus sign is there for the iron and steel. Okay, so these are the product and industry which we can find in this type of states or the area. Okay, and red big dot is there, circle I think so, and triangle for the cement. Okay, then paper you can see, and jute, and then sugar, and petrochemical and chemical fertilizer. So these all are the industrial products only. Okay, see, if we were talking about the industrial products, so here all these products are industrial products, so it is very easy for you to understand, and we can see that see, for example, we start with our Gujarat. See, in our Gujarat, if you go to Saurashtra side, that is Jamnagar, there you can see the sugar. Okay, see, here in Jamnagar you can find sugar. Then if you want to see the cement, okay, then that you can see in the western part of our Gujarat. In the western part you can see in the corner side is there is the triangle, and that is depending on cement. Okay, that is used for the cement. And other than that, if you see for the Mumbai, then okay, here Ahmedabad, see, it is here written the name of Ahmedabad, and there is in Ahmedabad you can find this is cotton, and you all know that Surat and Ahmedabad is very much famous for the cotton. Okay, and if you want to see for the paper, then just near to Ahmedabad, okay, just in the northern part of Ahmedabad, you can see northern part of Gujarat, there is a paper industry also. So here after that you can see here different symbols are given in Maharashtra also. You can see in Maharashtra iron and steel industry is there. Okay, then here Kalol in Gujarat, iron and steel industry is there. Then iron and steel industry other you can see in Kolkata. Okay, so there are different places having different industries. Okay, and that also depends on their area, okay, or the place. So this is the thing which we have seen, that different different industrial products are here. Okay, and that you can see very much, and you can understand it easily by looking at the map. Okay, so now you can easily understand there are different states are given. Okay, and in different state you can understand easily about different materials of the industrial products. Okay, so after this now we are going to learn about the cotton clothes industry. Okay, So first, cotton clothes industry. What is required to make cotton cloth? The cultivation of which the crops lead to the development of the cotton cloth industry. The cotton textile industry has developed in India like Ahmedabad, Surat, Mumbai and Coimbatore. Okay, so here are the different names of different area like Ahmedabad, Surat and Mumbai and Coimbatore. So these are the places where cotton are growing more. Okay, so Ahmedabad and Surat we already know that, and in the map also we have already seen that ki Ahmedabad is having the cotton industries over there, yes, in Ahmedabad we are having also many textile industries also. Okay, so here the production of cotton is more in Ahmedabad and Surat. Okay, also in Maharashtra. So here the cultivation, the agricultural products, the agriculture or the farming of the cultivation means the farming of the crops like cotton is more in these areas. Okay. Now as we talk about the cotton textile industry has developed in India like Ahmedabad, Surat, Mumbai and Coimbatore. Okay, so these are the places where we can see more and more cotton. Okay. The next point, second, woolen industry. The industry was started as a cottage industry and now it has developed into an important big industry. It has developed in Punjab, that is a main center in Ludhiana, Maharashtra, Gujarat, that is Jamnagar, Ahmedabad and Haryana. Okay, so these are the places where the woolen industries are also made. Okay, and it is already said over here, this industry was started as cottage industry and now it has developed into important big industry. See, actually first of all the small business of cottage industries was done actually as the Britishers came in our country. You seen that ki our national father, okay, that is Gandhiji, he was also using to make the clothes by the ratio. Okay, and we were having a great freedom fight against the Britishers. So here we can see that ki even though Gandhiji was also using to make different clothes from the ratio. Okay, so that is a small scale industry we can say, or we can say that is a cottage industry if one or two persons are making that. Okay, so it depends on the investment. Okay, what type of industry it is. So here how important the cotton is in our country. You can see that even though as we can see that our national father, that is Gandhiji, was also used to have also using to make different products, means the clothes from ratio. So you can see from that ki how important cotton is. Okay, so here as we were looking about different areas, now from that small cottage industry, nowadays you can see the big industries are there, that is woolen industry. Okay, and that are especially in Maharashtra, Gujarat and Punjab and Haryana. Okay, now we talk about the sugar industry. Okay, which crops required to prepare sugar industry. Okay, here we can see this part from the next in our next lecture. Okay, so we will stop here up to woolen industry in this part. Okay, so today many things we have learned about the industry. Okay, and in the starting we already discussed about the previous part. Okay, and in that we have learned about different agricultural products. Slowly we came forward and we learn about different things. After the crops we also learn about the industry. So what is today we already learn about the many industry and what is the speciality of industry and what are the materials, or we can say the industrial products, which are the industrial products. Okay, that also we come to know by this map, and in map this is different products are also given like cotton clothes, then iron and steel industry, woolen textile, and these all are big industries. Okay, So these are the products are used in these big industries, that also you have already learned. Okay, so here we are going to stop our lecture, and the next lecture we are going to start in next lecture. Okay, thank you.